Hello, this is the Group 1 presentation video where we're going to demonstrate our prototype for our software engineering project. So this is our login page that we built, and we're going to have 3 tabs open, each displaying a different user. The user with admin privileges that we're going to log into is the Gabriel Vega account. On this page, we're going to log in under Andrew Farrell, who's just going to be a regular user without administrative privileges. And once again, under the Anthony Lawler account without administrative privileges. So this is the homepage of the regular Blackboard that we tried to imitate. We've only added one class here for demonstration purposes, and that's going to be software engineering. So when you click on that, all 3 accounts, it's going to bring you to a blank page where there's no content to view. The only part of this page that we actually implemented to have features is our live chat functionality, which you'll find on the left hand side of the page. So I'm just going to click that on every tab.
Once you've navigated to the live chat feature, you can start interacting with our application. As you can see here, this is the administrator view. You have add channel, remove channel, manage admins, and then all of the live chat functionality. This is the view for normal members. You can add channel and then access all of the different live chat channels. First, we're going to go over the functionality for regular users. And as you can see, regular users can add a channel. However, they can only add private channels and group channels. And private channels are a one-on-one communication with a single other member in the class, and group channels are you can choose any number of users to be part of the channel. So here we're going to create a private channel. We're going to name it test private channel. And then we're going to select the user that we wish to communicate with. So I'll just select Gabriel Vega, then I'll hit submit. Then once you refresh the page and navigate back to the live chat feature, you can see the test private channel is added for the Andrew Farrell account. And in Gabriel Vega's account, after you refresh, you can see that the test private channel was added here as well. So now that you've either created a channel or selected a channel you wish to send messages in, all you have to do is go down here, type in your message, and hit enter. And this was sent in the general class channel, which everybody in the class has access to. So if I send test from Andrew Farrell and navigate to the general channel and all the other users, you'll see that the test from Andrew Farrell was displayed on all their screens in real time. And the same thing goes if I send a message from the other account and send another test message from Lawler. As you can see, it'll add and it'll display on everybody else's screen as well. Now we'll go over an example of adding a group channel with more than one member. So you hit add channel, you hit a name, I'm just going to name it group channel, and then you select the group channel option, and then here you can select however many users you wish to participate in the chat. This is especially helpful for group projects such as this one. So here I'm going to select 2 users, Gabriel Vega and Matthew Bedard. I'm going to hit Gabriel Vega and Anthony Lawler, because those are the 2 accounts we have open. And then we hit submit. And then once you refresh and you go down to live chat, you'll see under group channels, there's a new group channel created. This channel is empty because no messages have been sent yet. And if you refresh on each page, you will be able to go down and enter into this chat as well. So now I can go into any account and send a message from each one, and they'll be displayed live on the other screens. And we will go over how this works later in the video.
So a tool that we have implemented into our prototype is the ability to delete messages. As a user, you're only able to delete your own messages. So right now, I'm in the Anthony Lawler account. So if I go to delete say I made this test message before, if I click on it, and it asks me a prompt, are you sure you want to delete this message? I can hit yes. And if I refresh and go back in, you can see my message has been marked as delete in the system, and my message has transformed into deleted. But if I go to click on another message, perhaps this one by Andrew that also says test, and nothing happens when I click on it because I don't have administrative privileges to delete other users' messages.
Now we'll go over the difference between an admin user and a regular user. An admin user has additional privileges to a regular user, such as the ability to add and delete channels. For example, if we go over here and click the Add Channel button, we can click in a name for the channel. We'll just do test. We can then select the type of channel. So we're going to say a class channel and hit submit. And we'll refresh the page and we should see that the test channel is populated. Admins can also delete channels by going to the Remove Channel button and selecting the name of the channel they want to delete. So we'll go ahead and delete the test channel. And we'll refresh. We see that the test channel is gone.
Now I'm going to show you the Manage Admins feature. In this tab here, I'm signed in as Gabe, who's an admin. If I click on Manage Admins, and I select myself and Andrew Farrell, that'll make Andrew an admin. If I switch over to his tab, this is just the regular user view, and you can see that feature's unavailable. But when I refresh, you can now see that he has the Manage Admins ability. As a content moderation tool, admins also have the ability to delete any user's message, not just their own. So as you can see here, I'm signed in as Andrew Farrell. If I click on Anthony Lawler's message, I'll be able to delete this. If I refresh the page, you'll see that it's gone. Deleted.
So now we're going to go over a little bit about how the project works. We used Flask, which is a micro web framework for web applications, and we have a pretty traditional layout here. We have the blueprint, which contains all the routes and the backend for the sockets. We have static information, which is just like CSS and images, and then we have templates, which get populated and shown on the front end when the user logs in. And then here we have this the JavaScript for the front end as well. So these two files are the main backend. These contain the different routes that a user will use, like login, home, which is the dashboard page, and then the example class page, which contains our implementation of the live chat feature. Then this page is the backend for the sockets. So this gets hit when a user from the front end does anything in the front end. It sends a message to the back end saying what they did, such as send a message. They want to retrieve the messages from a channel. They want to create a channel, remove a channel, delete a message. All that stuff gets handled in this. This backend file also communicates with the database that we used. As you can see right here, we have a function for storing messages, creating class channels, and all the other different types of channels, and retrieving messages. And these all contact database and then either store or retrieve the information that we need. Now we're getting to the front end of the website. These are just two of the main pages that are used, the dashboard page and the class page. And this is just the HTML that gets populated when you go to these pages based on which user is being logged in as and which buttons you press. This is the JavaScript for the front end as well, and as you can see, it's pretty lengthy because this is where the meat of the application is. This basically makes it interactive and handles all of the socket messages that get sent to this backend socket file. So the flow of our website is you see this class HTML page, then you click a button, and the different events such as submit get handled in the JavaScript and sent to the back end of the website right here. Then in this file, it receives the messages and then executes the actions required of that, which often go into the database file, which is here. And then it either stores, retrieves data, and then returns, and then broadcasts back to the front end the message that was sent or any other action that was performed. So that was a brief overview of all the functionality and scenarios you can perform when using our live chat feature, and a brief overview of how they functioned.